This experiment are very simple. We have an egg that's peeled, just like a standard milk bottle you could order off the internet. You want it to be just smaller than an egg. How do you get the egg into this jar? Because as you can see, you can't really work. It's fire. First off, goggle up for safety. I'm gonna grab these papers with tongs. I'm gonna light the paper, put it in the jar, put the egg on top. Now your challenge is to get that out, Bob. Just take a very clean plate and just put a nice little layer of water. I just pour a lot of pepper. It's on the surface. It's like, okay, then you just take a little bit of this blue stuff we like to call dish soap, put it center. I'm a magician. What?
Balloon, plastic bag, and some scissors. First blow up your balloon. Bam. And this is just a simple grocery bag I took from the grocery store. And all we gotta do is just cut up a section in the middle. After you cut out your ring of plastic here, next step is pretty simple. Rub both of these on your shirt, and this will create a negative static charge. Ooh. I'm feeling myself. Here we go. Watch the magic happen. Oh yeah, baby. We're now making the bag float. First, you take your Fiji waters and you just put them in the fridge and leave them in the fridge for 3 hours. So after the waters have been chilling for a couple hours in the fridge, now we're gonna move it into the freezer. And now we need to set a timer for 2 hours. When you're taking it out, be very careful not to shake the bottle. Now you're ready for some experiments. Now let's test the instant ice with some frozen fruit. So this will produce a really cool effect. This is a whole bottle of super cooled water. We're just gonna pour it in here. Ooh, that is cold, that is cold. I'm just blow drying it so it's not foggy, so you can see it better. Let's start with the strawberry. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so cool. It's like an instant ice lollipop. So we super cooled the water to below freezing temperature, but why was it still liquid? Because for water to turn into ice, it needs particles to form ice crystals around. Normally, it'll be the chemicals or dust in your tap water. But purified water doesn't have those chemicals, so the crystallization process can't start. That's why when you tap it, it starts the process, or if you pour the super cool water onto the ice, it will start forming because the ice is starting the crystallization process. That is so cool. Wow. Whew. Sugar. Powdered sugar, when you burn it normally, it kind of just melts like a marshmallow. It doesn't really catch on fire. This is because powdered sugar is so fine that there's no room for oxygen to go in and catch on fire. But if we take the powdered sugar, put it in our mouth, and spit it out onto a burning flame, something different will happen. And with the power, the next experiment only involves a simple egg. This is what happens when you drop an egg normally. It breaks, as expected. But when you put an egg and soak it in vinegar for 2 days, this is what happens. Our egg is now see-through. And what happened here is the acid in the vinegar has actually broken down the hard parts of the eggshell, which became these bubbles. This is a before and this is a after. Now, what's left intact is the membrane inside, so the egg is actually bouncy. Look at this.
That's so cool.
Let's make a bet. Loser has to eat this. Make a bet on how high you think this egg can bounce without breaking. I'm gonna say here.
Okay.
Whoa. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was really cool.
So when the flame blows out, there's actually leftover wax in the smoke. That's why when you add heat, later. First, we're just gonna light this candle. Pour a little bit of water around I said a little bit. Place this on top. Place a glass over it, which is gonna create a suction once the fire dies out. And while we wait for the fire to die out, I'm gonna solve this Rubik's Cube so we can test the strength of this suction.